Alright, let us start then. Against the Storm. I have been told about this game, and told about this game, and told some more. Yes, I've been aware of this game. However, Against the Storm is, until tomorrow, in early access, but I've got a 1.0 copy here, so thanks to the ahead of time copy, whoever made this game, or whoever shilled this game. As with most early access games, I did not really look at it at all, so I don't know what I'm getting into, aside from the fact that it's some kind of rogue-lite survival city builder, or possibly colony builder, I don't really know, and there is a big difference between city building and colony building. So, finally getting into it. I know nothing. I haven't seen the game played or touched it at all, aside from the setup that you just saw there, so let's get going.
The world is plagued by the Blight Storm, a vile cycle of destruction ravaging everything in its path. The only safe haven is the smoldering city where the mysterious Scorched Queen reigns. You are one of her viceroys, a pioneer sent into the wilds, tasked with establishing new settlements and acquiring valuable resources for the crown. Your goal is to help rebuild the smoldering city and secure the future of the Queen's subjects.
Okay, that gets things off the ground pretty quick and easy. Queen's Envoy is here to teach me how to play the game, I believe. Is the Queen's Envoy a raven? Or some kind of bird creature? This game does have that high fantasy that I'm very much not keen on, and the graphical style turns me off immensely. It's got that big, chunky, highly saturated, fantastical look that puts me in mind of World of Warcraft, which I did play earlier and is still on the mind. Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. Let's get moving. Gameplay is key. Fulfill duties, increase reputation, unlock new buildings, bring us to victory. I can do all of that. Choose a new blueprint. Blueprints, you say? I trust this isn't Factorio style. Okay, I guess blueprints are just what you put down for buildings, and then they shall be built. And if we have woodcutter camp, and that's a good... Excuse me, I got the hiccups here. That's a good sign that the wood economy will be important. Woodcutter camps, explore forests, keep the fire going at all times. Ah, now there's familiar territory that I can get behind. Now let's build those woodcutter camps. It's R to rotate, not O to otate. Although they rotate anti-clockwise. Right, I don't really know where's important for these, so I'll just shove you here, and shove you here. I don't know what the little arrow coming out of it represents. Is that where people come in and out of the building? If I shove the arrow into the forest, will they not be able to do anything? I don't know. But I am certain we'll figure it out. I've got no problem with any backseating in the chat. There are definitely going to be people that have played this game for years and know it far better than I do. What do we have here? Orders. Woodcutter camps. Objectives. Okay, fulfill the objectives, get the rewards. Beavers and reinforced axes. Okay, very good. Wow, this UI is very MMORPG. Oh well, I'm quite confident it's not going to play like one, so I'm fine enough with that. No workers are assigned to this building. Okay, how do I assign workers to a building? Probably these glowy buttons. If I had to make an assumption here, it would be that beavers make for better woodcutters. Beavers are hardworking and honest, but quite demanding. They are gifted woodcutters, whatever that icon is, and they enjoy engineering. Okay, so this must be icons for the jobs, right? Yeah, there we go, wood proficiency. I highly doubt this game needs any backseating, but Maximilian Zero, who shills this game enormously, Says that he's seen plenty of people who could definitely have used some. Well, I'm not against it. It's not a challenge. Basically, if it's not a challenge stream, I got no problem with backseating. Of course, as with anything, there are some people that just push it to the extreme and want to guide your every action, but this is not Twitch Plays Against the Storm. Right, complete the orders, get our rewards, and the Queen will be happy, you say. We gain Queen Grace, which surely does something. The Queen becomes more impatient every minute. Ah, I like that. A bit of pressure, a bit of fire in the belly. Also, we can mark trees for harvesting. Can we now? Probably through this axe cutting icon. Alright, cool. Well, I'm curious what's beyond all this fog. Perhaps this dangerous glade. Maybe we shouldn't go to dangerous glade. Where's Happy Fun Times Glade? Winning and losing. Oh my, almanacs. Always happy to see a game with a good almanac. Emphasis on good. Oxygen not included had an almanac, and it didn't even have the information I wanted. You build not one but many settlements. Ooh. I wonder if they work together in some way. One of the things that's often requested in Frostpunk is, oh, I want to make multiple settlements and have them interact with each other. Will that happen here? Fill the reputation bar with blue. Do this before the Queens and... Oh, right, so they both grow. It's not a tug of war. Interesting. If the Queen loses her patience, you will lose. You'll also lose if your villagers either leave or die. Although you're surrounded almost entirely by a thick forest, smaller, bigger glades, successful settlements cut your way through. Resources, treasure, fertile sword, ruin, buildings, and more. Alright, the best rewards come from dangerous or forbidden ones. They'll have events with them. Okay, well, you know what? Surely in Tutorialville, it's not going to be a problem that we just go and check out this danger area. It's too soon for Dangerous Glade. You're not yet prepared. Oh, okay, okay. Never mind then. But you do want me to find glades, so I guess you want me to find these two glades. Choose a blueprint. Choose a blueprint as a reward for earning reputation points. Okie dokie. Your renown grows. Choose one of the available blueprints. A shelter. Won't satisfy the needs. House 3 residents. Yeah, how are we doing on housing space anyway? We've got a storehouse. Shelter for 3. Well, how many residents do I have? It says 16, but 3 there. Ew, lizards. Well, I've got a population of 12, so I guess I want 4 of these things. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Queen equals Caesar. I got it. Oh gosh, when will she have had enough? Top left corner for most basic info. Ah, hello. Population 12. 5 free workers. 12 homeless. I was trying to quote one of the lines in Caesar 3, but can't even remember how that Swedish immigrant line went. Jag have... no, can't even. 8 years in Sweden, and not a Swedish word can pass my lips. I'd like to say it's because I'm hard-headed and don't want to, but the language just bounces off of me. Probably no more Hungarian than Swedish. And I don't know any Hungarian. Right, we can accommodate any villager, won't satisfy their needs. I don't know how needy people will be. There's this bar next to them, what does it mean? Resolve? Resolve? They're all claiming that they're content, so what's this bar anyway? Perhaps it's reputation of sorts? I have no idea. The bar is basically their happiness. Okay, but the lizards look immensely unhappy. Resilient, distrustful species. Very good animals. Oh, good with animals. I thought they themselves would be nice meat production. I haven't eaten many lizards in my life. Anyway, no one is homeless. Surely we're all good. And surely we can get on with those glades. Come on, pick up the pace with the wood cutting. Perhaps we need more wood cutting. Yeah, normally in a... Oh, it won't let me. Or it won't let me build one there. Flax field. Okay. How's the storm? It only just started. We're still in the very first tutorial here, Marvin. You're not going to see anything resembling an impressive play here today, that's for sure. I'm mostly here to assess the game. We'll see whether I bounce clean off of this like it's World of Warcraft, or end up invested in this game and breaking it across my knees like I do Frostpunk. Well, did Frostpunk. Okay, we got gathering here, don't we? Yeah, I can set people to gather. There's a difference in UI here for just saying, hey, people go and do this, and actually assigning individuals to these tasks. I can only assume that there's a lot more of an importance to assigning people to this. Perhaps there's something special about it. Maybe skilled jobs. That's where you want to choose particular people. That's my guess, at least. Oh wait, no, this is priority, not assigning. Don't know what to make of that just yet, but I'm sure the game will cover it once we eventually explore these glades. But knowing that getting these glades was the highest priority, I probably would have set up these differently. My bet is that you'll like it more than Frostpunk, Jake, if you gave it a fair chance. A fair chance. I don't give many games fair chances, there's nothing fair about it. Alright, come on, speed it up, folks. Let's get this glade so we can proceed. There we go. A flax field. Perfect for cloth making. Requires you to be camp. Okay. Newcomers are waiting. Once in a while you can welcome a new group of villagers. Don't let them wait too long. Okay, but how? But how though? Ah, here we go. Newcomers are waiting. These people have been sent here by the crown. Which group do you want to stay? The others will go to the next settlement. Oh, we've got Lizard Fellow here, but he doesn't seem terribly useful. They bring grain, veggies, leather, stones. Would you rather somebody brought you some stones or brought you some food? I don't know, but these lizard people don't look very trustworthy. On top of that, order complete. Order. Yes, order. Also some stuff down here. We've got reinforced axes and sacred... Okay, these must be like boons we get along the way. Alright, very good. Let's get some Queen Grace for exploring the wild. Pretend the beavers are the children and send them down the mines. Well, if stone is a resource, one can only assume there's going to be some kind of stone mine. Unless we just start cracking surface level stones. Look at that weird design on them. They're kind of like cockroaches. I know that's not a very nice thing to say about anything, but I do like that kind of half cocoon thing they're wearing. What would you even call it? Alright, Queenie's nice and happy, and she gives me a forager's camp. Surely that's how I can get some flax or similar. So the obvious thing to do is set up a forager camp. There's an area of effect. In that case, I'll put you here, and you can get those roots, get that flax, and all will be well, right? I wonder if you also need people assigned to you. Up you go. Yeah, again, people get assigned. Shame I couldn't do that whilst it was being built, but maybe that's not for the better. Also, poor homeless people probably need some kind of home. Boy, building space feels tight. Feels kinda... They are billions tight. Is this the titular storm? Next drizzle in a minute. Hostilities. Looks kinda stormy. The lightning seems awfully cowed though. Don't know what kind of building arrangement is the right building arrangement here. I'm going to assume that this being a bit of a survival city builder, I won't be giving people the most cozy of places. Kind of a shame that they're all exactly the same looking here. Oh, right. They won't automatically cut down trees unless I mark them for harvest. In that case, let's go and see what the northern glades contain. And I'm also told to go and grab some vegetables. Vegetables? Well, broccoli are vegetables, and I didn't set you up next to that, so I guess you're going to get another wee bit of foraging camp right here. Yeah, I wonder why I can't assign people to this until it's built. Bit of a shame that you have to build it and then come back to it in a wee bit, but maybe that's for the better. I can't say I know anything about this game and how it should be. Nothing more annoying than knowing a game really well and then someone that's played it for at most a few hours comes in and tells you how it could be better. Choose a cornerstone? A what now? Tooltip goes away when I click on this, how weird. Right, from time to time the Queen will offer you powerful cornerstones. Select the Queen's mask icon in the top right of the screen. Boy, these are tiny, tiny icons. I'm gonna miss them a lot. No one can weather the storm alone. Here's a cornerstone. Lay the foundation of your prosperity. Choose wisely. You will not be able to change it. Royal Academy, a detailed map of the region. Supply anyone willing to help. Gain 20 reeds and 20 clay for each discovered glade. Production of 50% building in crude workstate. Well, I don't have any of those, so give me this. Cornerstones, like Slay the Spire relics, and here I thought that these things would be... Oh, that is a cornerstone. I could see the comparison. It's literally in the corner. Get it, XD? I get it. You can move camps for free, says Max. Whoa. Nothing's free in this world, but if that's free, that's lovely. Anyway, I got my food supplies done. What else do you want from me, game? Ah, yes, of course, deliveries. Again, these tiny buttons up here do not draw me to them. Stone cutting needs to be done. Alright, very well then. Camp? No. Housing? Decoration? Ew. Build a stonecutter camp. I'd like to. A stonecutter camp. Woodcutters, foragers, path, shelter. Ah, here we go. Queenie's got it for me. A lot of different places to get rewards here. Right, stone cutting camp. Let's have that. My mind harkens back to watching someone play Frostpunk, and they kept missing the fact that laws became available. Now, to me, the button seemed extremely obvious. It even made this big clunky sound effect when it was ready to go. But for them, it was not. Who was it? Was it Fish Lips? Don't know. The button doesn't look like a gun. What was the context of that again? I know it was from Fallout. Alright, well... Can I make the lizard people cut stone? They're better with animals, so that's probably not a good use for them. Maybe I can... cease all this wood cutting for a change and put the humans over here? Nah. Nah, make those lizard people work for what they've got. Right, what's all this stuff at the top then? I'm guessing these are resources that I have. I got food, I got building materials. Oh, I like the wee icon around it, so it wraps around and goes down and wraps around and goes up to show they're trending. Fuel and exploration. Is that a resource? Exploration? These are the kinds of foods we have, I suppose. An insect, some roots, eggs, meat. I wonder if you get a bonus for a varied diet. Parts for building. Crafting resources including copper, clay, reeds, herbs, plant fiber, resin. I guess it's just exploration related materials, of which there is wood. There are tools. There's coal. Okay, very good. Ah, okay, there's a range at which you can operate. Well, if that's the case, I suppose I could just shimmy you over here. Wow. It's instant as well. Interesting. It's always nice in city builders so you don't get penalized for putting something 1 pixel off of where you need it. That's a bit of a shame in Caesar 3, for example, but then again, Caesar 3 is a... well, it's old enough to drink and vote and do just about anything in just about any country. Newcomers, orders, okay. Newcomers, let's bring in the trio, shall we? More people, more better. I mean, sure, more people have more demands, but you also have more manpower to fulfill those demands. And the Queen gives me the harvesting camp. Didn't I already have one? I guess this is a better version of it. Can I upgrade the ones I have? Forced delivery. So am I to understand that they grab a certain number of items to here, and then someone brings it over to the warehouse? I'm gonna watch you for a bit and try and understand that. Going to a resource node. Well, get to it. Were they off having a break or something? I've noticed that some people like to take breaks on the job. Alright, so in this will go to 9 out of 10, and this comes to 10 out of 10, and now you are bringing it all over to... A weird and muted voice. Workplace needs... cool. Sacred Pyre, proficiency, it's coming over. And then it goes in. So this is telling me that this game is extremely actor-based. Okay, I can get behind that. Small camps are being upgraded if you somehow get blueprints for regular camps. Yeah, I'm wondering if and how I upgrade these. Perhaps I can build the harvester camp over it? No. Do they do different things? I guess forager and harvester might be different? Yeah. Because this thing gets plant fibers and reeds. Whereas you get grain, roots, and veggies. So I would want you over here-ish. I'm not sure how much I have to care about gridding. It doesn't look like an actor could squeeze between here. So perhaps you have to care a lot about pathing. One of the downsides about more actor-based games is very much caring about their travel times and how they travel. Which can seem a bit of a bummer at times. One of the things I really liked about Frostpunk was you didn't really have to care that much about it. If the steel smelting area was at the other end of the map, you could just do that. They will count as working on their way to work. Of course, if you didn't give them any way to not freeze to death on the way back, that could be a problem too. People don't go to their houses, so they don't need access. Really? That's strange, considering they walk around everywhere else. They never tire, never rest. But then, how can I get the joy of denying them their housing? Okay, so grab the plant fibers. They're not going to do anything until I assign people here, for sure. Who was better at this kind of stuff? Weren't humans... Humans are adept at farming and brewing. Okay, doesn't seem like anyone's that particularly gifted at harvesting, so get to work there. Looming darkness. This storm doesn't seem terribly threatening, even with lightning striking directly on buildings and people. They're just carrying on. But then again, this is tutorial mode. I would expect it to get considerably harder once we get to the meat and potatoes. And yeah, look at all these people just looking at that fire. What do we know about this fire? The heart of the colony is protected by the holy flame. Villagers gather here to rest, eat, and receive clothing. If the fire goes out, people will lose hope. We can have coal, sea marrow, oil, and wood. Abundant, crucial... Okay. So I'm guessing every bit of fuel here keeps the fire going for a certain amount of time. How much can be added to this at any one time? Oh, we can sacrifice things to the hearth. Okay. So how is it fed? How does the wood go to the hearth? Does someone deliver it, or is it automatic? Don't know. Oh, hello, what have we here? Small Glade encampment. Yeah, look at that in a moment, we've got other things pinging up here. Woodcutter, no available trees nearby. Well, in that case I can very freely just shunt you up here and say go and cut all of this stuff. This is a nice wee tool for it. And it looks like trees that are in range and out of range are highlighted differently. Very nice. This game has a lot of well thought out UX related things. I like that. Shunt you up here as well. Again, I don't know if I need spaces between them or not, but just shove you over like so. Queenie, give me my rich in fiber. Plant fiber production. Yeah, okay, I'll take that. And then you bestow upon me crude workstation for bricks, pipes, planks, fabric. So we're going to start giving our people clothes. Is that something they even care about? I wouldn't claim to know. Logistics. Every building has its own internal storage. Goods it produces or Ahaha, we already figured this out by using our eyeballs. Sometimes deliveries and production might stall because of breaks. They'll return to a nearby hearth. A nearby hearth, as if to tell me we can have multiple. They eat and rest. The break, they'll consume at least one item of food, fulfill all their needs. If they have multiple needs, they'll consume more than one meal. Ugh. Where's my partially deconstructed cookhouse to force people not to eat? They cut the closest trees in range without marking. You only need to mark if you prioritize something. Ah, now that I didn't know, but now I do. They'll auto-cut, even better. Glade events, abandoned caches, survival camps, ruins, etc. Forgive the yawning, it's a side effect of any amount of reading more than a paragraph. Okay, right, so it's an event, right? Maybe upside, maybe down. Event panel, choose things very often, more than one way. Okay, good. In that case, what do we do with you? Specialization bonus on something. Well, man and beast will have to work together here. I don't think I understand this menu. Maybe I should have read that thing a bit more thoroughly. Where's my almanac? Hey, Twitch integration. Lets you interact with your viewers without any external software or bots. Two main aspects. Chat minigame, chat polls. Doesn't seem too interesting, but... oh, hang on, the scrolls. Scrolls a lot. Chat minigame, Council of Elder, let's pray... oh, seems a bit spammy. Right. Trying to figure out those Glade event things. Each approach having its own requirements, rewards, and so-called working effects. Condition that... Your goal is to survive these conditions for a set amount of time. Okay, but what do I do with you? Welcome new people. Send to the Citadel. Well, more people are good people, right? But... right, so I think we give them 4 vegetables, or possibly 4 mushrooms, 4 roots, 4 whatever, and then we can get the new people. Or we can use some eggs or shrimp or meat in order to send something to the Citadel and get an amber pouch. What is amber? I have no idea. But let's find out, shall we? Queenie's got a cornerstone for me. Egg delivery line. We get eggs per minute. Sure. Eggs are the perfect food. Can't believe some people choose to go without eggs in their life. Amber is money. Money feels very out of place in survival city builders. I could never understand why money was a resource in They Are Billions, but there's a lot I couldn't understand in They Are Billions. That game whipped me to death, sadly. I'd like to be all high and mighty because I crushed the game, but no, the game crushed me. Still didn't like it, though. Can't move house. No, can move houses. Ooh. Well, here, have another shelter. If people don't use the shelters, could you just do, like, stronghold and shove them in a corner unceremoniously, never to be seen or used again? No free workers. That's probably because everyone's working. Might be a case of too many woodcutters these days. So the one that has all the humans in it, I'm going to deactivate you for now. And then when I reactivate you, I would need to reassign the workers. Okay. Okay. They need to be in the range of the hearth. Ah. That's still a chunky area that I can put them down in, though. Do other buildings have to be in range of the hearth? Surely not. Let's test that theory. Looks to work fine and dandy without the hearth, although I can imagine that that's a long way to travel. And lowering travel time is a big deal. Main storage facility. Is there unlimited storage in the warehouse? God knows. Right, newcomers, on you come. None of you bring me amber. And I already have an egg production line. And I don't trust these beast people, so on you come. Right. Planks, bricks, and fabric in the crude workstation, which I have not yet bothered with. It connects up to buildings. Ooh. And it also changes depending on which square has the arrow thing. Interesting. I'll put you there, you connect to a lot of things. How do you work anyway? Maybe I have to assign what kind of work you do? No deposits here? Well then I'll just deactivate you for now. You've probably done good. It's unlimited storage for everything. Safid says, I tried so hard to like this game. And was it a fruitful endeavor? Because that doesn't sound like something someone who ended up liking a game would say. There's been a big old Frostpunk itch in my life for quite some time now. And sadly Frostpunk can't fulfill that itch. It's kind of like I've built up the tolerance to Frostpunk and now I need something else. Hopefully this can be that something else. There are quite a few things that turn me off about it, but I want to give this game quite a bit more time. Yeah, I know I can speed up the game, but I'm learning this game right now, so I don't think I would benefit from blitzing through. Otherwise I'd miss stuff like this. Do I just want to shove you guys further out? More glades, more better, right? So... just shove you all the way into the corner here. Is this a problem? That your entry point is completely blocked by these roots? I'm sure the game would warn me if that were a problem. How do we demolish you? I've never demolished anything. Can we change that? Are you sure this will refund 2 parts? Yeah, sure. Are those parts? They look a lot like eggs. Are they always there? The RNG blueprints and lack of information made me give up 3 times. Well, when you play a roguelite game, you've got to embrace the RNG. Sometimes things will go well and sometimes things won't. The magic is in taking advantage of the things that go well and mitigating the risk when things go bad. Of course, granted, some people don't like that. Some people really hate random elements in games. I was listening to Marek go on a tirade about hating randomness in games, and whilst I don't agree, I can certainly see his point. There's good random and there's bad random for me. I remember Johan and I having an argument about that one. I think it was an achievement that he wanted in, and he said, random is fun. And I said, no, not in this case, this is not a fun one. I think the idea was to have an achievement for spawning an institution, and at the time that institution spawn was completely random. But that could be something getting mixed up in my memories. Now, let's finally put you to work. Humans, work like the dogs you are. Going to confuse me so much that humans look like cockroaches. Right. By default, you produce everything. We make pipes out of copper. How many pipes do we need for pipe to ground? And where's the water pump? I suppose we don't need to pump water. Well, if anything, we need to pump water away with this eternal storm. Jinx, this is a long tutorial level. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. They use a waterfall to spin the turbine. Okay. That's cute. Nice when they have little animations on the buildings right now, like that. But that's probably one of the things that if they overuse it, it would become visual clutter. So a lot of these fairly benign buildings are completely static. Yeah, not so much as moving an inch. Yeah, nice. I like it when games have nice touches. Polish is a big thing. Follow your orders. Queen gave you orders. Keep track of them. Okay. I'm working on it, Queenie. These people are just slow and inefficient. Okay, what happens if I do this? If I have two buildings that are just kissing each other like that, do they become inaccessible? Also, nothing for the stonecutter camp. Well, I can migrate you. No problem, right? More stinky humans here. Ah, people have the squeeze through mod on. Okay. In that case, what is the significance of the arrow coming out of the building? And that's a real question. I'm guessing it's their entry point and egress point. But is there any other relevance to that arrow? Or can I just shove those arrows into buildings and trees and whatever and people will still go into it? Movement optimization, micro optimization preference. Okay, I see. I think I see. I wonder how large the scale gets here. It certainly feels about 1/5 of the scale that you'd see in terms of population on Frostpunk. Which is a comparison I will make a lot. Wow, game's getting loud, isn't it? Music, could you just calm down a bit? I'm trying to follow my orders. The Queen is demanding. I see her impatience grows every minute, but I wonder if there's a way to bring it down. Oh, you're all sleepy. Full release next. I thought full release was tomorrow. Did I mix up my Fridays? I probably saw Friday in December and then put 2 and 2 together and got 5. Alright, have we done it? We have done it. We'll grab our newcomers, none of them bringing me money. Let's bring the not dwarfs to the realm. And Queenie, It's weird to have all these different places to click on to get essentially the same thing. So click on there to get a reward, click on here to get a reward, and then click on here to get a reward. In this case, quite a few rewards. Oh, right, I can only choose one, right? Who do we prefer, beavers, humans, or lizards? Humans first. Can I upgrade these houses to be human houses? It would appear not. Can only house 2 residents. Ooh. Ooh. Demanding. Andre Peanut says, happy subversary. Oh. Oh, lordy. Okay. I'll be happy for one of us then. Hello, bonjour, salut. Unless you're French Canadian, in which case, you know. What are you lacking here? Planks. I'm guessing planks are, done in the crude workstation. Can only assume there's going to be far better workstations down the line. Also, you want me to check out a dangerous glade. Now, how could it possibly be dangerous? Does this game have combat? I do not know, but let's go to it anyway. And for that, let's simply move you over. There's got to be a quicker way to do that. There's the button M, which is not the quickest button in the world to press. Speaking of beavers, I know it's early access. It didn't stop right there, right? If you already know that I've got a hard line on early access, then there is no need to continue, and I will not continue reading. Combat? Surely not. This is a peaceful colony sim, yeah? Good thinking. The orders, aka quests, are not the only way to gain reputation, hence them being separate from each other. I see. Well, I don't see, but I'm sure I will see. It's early access, but. No buts. Okay, here's our dangerous glade. What's so dangerous about this? And why does this have some kind of countdown thing on it? Perhaps it's just there to notify you and then it goes away on its own to save you clicking on it. Right, this ominous shrine from a long-forgotten era is dangerous, but it might hold some ancient knowledge useful to the crown. If you bring it some planks and scrolls and spend 1.5 minutes, you'll be able to grab a chest of ancient tablets that contains one ancient tablet. Okay. However, it will kill 3 random villagers. That sounds like not my problem. Oh. Well, that might have just become my problem. Oh, but it only does it every now and then. But how long are these threats going to be a threat? Is it forever? The effect will trigger if the event is not completed in time. Okay. It was kind of immediately brutal. Was it initially on a timer and I got it at a bad time, or does it just want to do that? Anyway, get on with it. I can give you 20 wood instead. And I can give you some fabric instead. There we go, get on that then. Ah, okay, we actually have to click investigate. I'll get to it. It starts as soon as you uncover the glade. Okay, so that... Not unfortunate, just... You gotta eat some dead villagers. Is there no need to build some kind of mass grave? No snow pile to unceremoniously dump our dead onto and have people complain about it? Or have them rotting in the streets? Wasn't there a run I did where I had to leave the dead rotting in the streets in Frostpunk? That would be the no laws run, I think. That's the only situation I can think where I wouldn't have a dead pile. And I was not able to do no laws. I don't think it's possible to do no laws in Frostpunk. And I gave it a good shot. The problem is you cannot get rid of the lack of hope. Hope will constantly go down due to storms. And without laws, there is no way of building it back up. There's one exception, bringing in new people to the colony, but they don't always raise hope. And I don't know what makes them do that or not do that. Alright, so there we go. They're getting to work, as well they should. Curious what these stone tablets are meant to do. Are you going to bring it back? You're all done here? I'm assuming you'll be automatically unassigned once this is done. Can I then destroy this thing? Back goes the ancient tablet into our wondrous warehouse of endless capacity. Oh, it just disappeared! Now that is dangerous. And I'm assuming this is the edge of the world? Man, that is some bad water effects. But perhaps my standards have been elevated after playing Dredge. I'm very glad it reminds me that Order's ready to complete, because this tiny, tiny interface up here passes me by. And believe it or not, I have increased UI size in this. Alright, there you go, Queenie. The settlement has been secured, but there is one more test of your skills. Let's not get carried away here. Basic currency of the realm, the food stockpiles. They're eager to exchange their labor for food. Okay, good for them. There's a cornerstone that gives you meat resource per dead. Ooh. I'm going to assume that the cornerstones are wildly varied. And that means that some are amazing and some are terrible, much like Slay the Spire relics or similar such boons in games. This UI looks like it belongs in a browser game. Feels like an MMORPG to me, but I don't play many of those, so... Right, teach me about people and how much of a pain in the bum they can be. Villagers with low resolve will start leaving. And that increases the Queen's impatience. Passive reputation for high resolve, okay. Satisfying your villagers' needs with complex food, homes, and services increases their resolve. Each species has a different mix of needs. It's hard to please everyone all the time. That's why I always focus on just one person. The randomness means you can never get what you want when you need it, though. But sometimes you get something and then you can transform it into something that you want. Like 5 Omniscience cards. Farmers can plant only on farm tiles. Are these them? Are these fertile? They're planted in drizzle and harvested during clearance. Okay. Build farm, harvest grain, serve some ale in a tavern. Well, that'll make everyone happy, surely. Gonna need that small farm. Do I not have to build anything else for this? Also, the positioning here seems a little awkward. I probably shouldn't put it on the fertile lands, but around it don't seem right. Now I'll just shove you there for the hell of it. Yeah, what was that reputation point you were talking about? Successfully complete orders, explore surroundings, keep your villagers happy. To gain reputation for villagers' well-being, you have to increase their resolve. Some perks or goods bought from traders can also increase reputation. Where do I see my reputation? Ah, okay, reputation is what you get with the Queen to build this up. I see, I see. Every full reputation point you earn lowers impatience. Ah, so that can be lowered. What happens when you fill up the reputation bar completely then? Riddle me that. Hey, little icon to show who the best worker is for a job. Nice. And once I've built a small farm and gotten 6 fields operational, I'll get another reward. Boy, this tutorial is slow. Granted, it has a lot of concepts to teach. I just don't know if I'm meant to build all the other stuff. I don't want to make a fully functional wee city just for tutorialville here, but perhaps I'm going to feel that I must. Actually, I have no access to housing. That's kind of funny. You need to build the farm plots. I do? That's weird. Okay then, how do we do that exactly? Farm field. Ah, okay, right, we click that and then we click and drag. Ah, how about that? There's my farm field. But it looks like everyone's building those, not just the people in the farm. They do the sowing. Haven't really sussed out this whole time thing then. So we're in drizzle. We get drizzle, then clearance, then storm? Is that it? Maybe. Looming darkness, regular... I have no idea. Anyway, beaver people. Get chopping. And go and discover this not dangerous glade for me. Farming tools. The amount of goods produced in small farm. Is there a rarity or any kind of tiering to the cornerstones that we get? Oh, give me some barrels. Barrels sounds fun. Like this is an Atelier game. Ah, way ahead of you. I've already got one of these woodcutter camps, but very well, I should build more. Suppose I maybe should have brought them a lot closer to the storehouse. One thing that's really rather nice is that they build up the materials here before delivering them. Vastly reduces the amount of back and forth if they had to bring every single bit of wood individually. But no, looks like they build up 10 and then one guy brings it back. That seems pretty nice. Still seems like the kind of situation where you want you'd want a storage facility closer to the woodcutters, but I don't know. Is this an unforgivably long distance? I think something like this would be way too far, but this doesn't seem like it necessitates having a dedicated warehouse area. You also want some shelters. Oh, I thought the whole thing was I couldn't build shelters. Look, I click housing, I get no housing. Oh, there's my shelter. That did not immediately seem clickable to me. Right. The positioning of these things turns me off a little bit, but... So what, we just kind of like slam them into each other like that? Just seems like you must dedicate X space to that, but it also tells me that mass deforestation as early as possible is very good. Keeps the hearth going, gives you building space. Perhaps the real linchpin of expansion is going to be population. That seems pretty rough and tough to get on demand. Also, what happens when you cut down all the trees? It does not seem like you can sow trees. They added haulers to the warehouse an update or two ago so we can keep our people working for longer. Dedicated haulers? I like the sound of that. Seeing the buildings come up from the ground like that puts me in mind of Tropico. In fact, it's very Tropico, right? First they build the structure. What do you call this? Scaffolding. They build the scaffolding, and then this thing just rises from the ground. Arise from your grave. Ooh, would you look at that? It's clearance time. So you built some vegetables and some grain? Can I tell you what to grow? I can tell you what to grow and what not to grow. Interesting. The position is all off though. I should have put the farm here. In that case... I can turn you into meat? The brood mother slick shell. But I would have had to build some kind of gathering camp to take it. Could I not have built over you regardless though? No, it doesn't even give me some kind of error, just no can do. A little frustrating. If I want to get my farm ideally positioned early on. But maybe you don't need farming super early in a run. I don't know. I don't have a feel for any of this stuff. But I need population, so give me the stinky humans. Deliver that for my reward, and my reward is Trapper Camp. By the way, if I dismiss you... Yeah, there we go. And thinking about it, that is blindingly obvious that it can be clicked, isn't it? Blind spots me, though. Alright, Trapper Camp. Let's get our meat, shall we? I'm guessing I want you over here next to all that delicious meat. Spotted something hopping up and down here. Heavens knows. Right, a wee abandoned cache. Smash it open or send it back to the Citadel. Hello, Amber. Well, those are crate and all, but surely I'd want to send it to the Citadel with my tools, which I don't have? Ah, no, I got 30 tools right here. Very well. Trustworthy lizard people, send that thing to the Citadel. Make City 17 happy. We are not a concerned citizen. When did normal people get access to 1.0? So, I erroneously said earlier that it's tomorrow. It is apparently not tomorrow. It's December the 8th. Suddenly making me wonder if there was actually an embargo on this, and that I needed to wait a little longer, but probably not. Almost certainly not. Oh well, what are embargoes if you don't break them? What's that going to result in? Fewer people sending me emails? Sounds like a win-win for me. There was a French game that had some, you know, all caps embargoes written in it, like, you absolutely must not do this. If you do this, we will blacklist you from everything forever. And it was the only time I'd ever seen something just so, I wouldn't say rudely, but perhaps abruptly written like that. Okay, maybe I would say rudely. Guess they really didn't want their game being shown off before it was ready. I played the game though, it was kind of crap, so I didn't bother streaming it or playing it further. I won't say what it was, but it was French. Really quite loudly French. Your camp is empty, by the way. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Keeps throwing me off that I need to assign workers to things that I've built. Oh, hello, carnivore men. You are better at that. Once you have delivered the goodies here. That's probably going to end the cash event. Donk. So what, are you emptying it of its amber? So this game has meta progression. Is the meta progression just the experience you gain from each level, or is there more to it than that? Alright, I think the hungry hippos are done, so I can assign them to this job. Now, what makes them better? This worker has 10% chance of doubling their yield. Strange that they'd make that chance-based rather than just increasing the yield by whatever percent that would be. 10% chance of doubling. Wouldn't that just be plus 10% yield? Probably. The meta progression can feel a bit gatekeepy, but you can get pretty far pretty fast. Well, if I really end up loving this game, I might just pull a Slay the Spire and go and edit all the meta progression out. I was not keen on Slay the Spire's approach to it. But a nice thing about that game is that I didn't have to like it. I could just get rid of it. Don't have any homeless, so don't need any more of that. Just get me the meat so we can progress. Main progression is buying unlocks of the resources you get at the end of a level. You don't need to worry about collecting things within level. Oh, thank God for that. Stalling out runs or making your city based around how you can get the meta progression. Oh, that sucks in games that you do that in. Nothing comes to mind, but I'm certain I've had that experience. Like I said, in meta progression games, I usually just do what I can to get rid of the meta progression, because I don't want it. Don't want to play games for other reasons. More brewing, you say? Yes, we're going to be getting our people a lovely tavern momentarily, so sure. Where's that reputation thing? More population, more better, so I'll take the higher population. It's probably going to be a running theme on how I do these. There's the... yeah, it's weird to have all these different places to click these things. I can kind of see what Pepperan was saying about it feeling like a mobile game. Click, 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 click. More clicking, more better, right? Ooh, brings it up in the almanac. The game doesn't really do fractions, so 10% would be difficult to implement in a sensible way, says Siumumi. Which is a very Finnish sounding name, so another Finn comes in to interject on that. Alright, get me that smokehouse. Surely lovely smoky housey foods will make people happier, right? So the smokehouse produces jerky, but it also produces pottery incense. Yeah, I'm not sure I want my food at the same place that we're making pottery. Either way, I'll just shove you over here and all will be well, surely. Getting a lot of clearance area here, which is nice. I really like the fact that we can move these woodcutters. That is so much better than, well, most other systems. Build something in They Are Billions and you want to move it? Oh, no, too bad. Down it goes. And it wastes so much time, so many resources in a game where every little bit counts. Hello? Are we really going to trust reptile people to be making us the jerky? It's also... it says comfortable. Ah, wait. Why is it warm and comfortable here? Is it because they're within range of the almighty Hearth? No, the woodcutters don't get it. I guess it's just a comfortable place to work. Why are you idling? Do I have to tell people to do this? Enable meat in the jerky recipe. Okay. Now you're bringing over the meat to make jerky. We could make jerky with sea marrow, coal, oil. Preserved dried meat produced in a smokehouse. Is this all? Wait, I thought I told you to use meat. Why are you on insects? I mean, that looks good. We're transforming some food into more food. Make 20 jerky. Oh, I can get around to that, but... multiple can be enabled. If it's lit up, it's enabled. Ah, okay. I thought I was switching exclusively over to one, but I suppose I'm not. Right. Takes quite a bit of time to make this, huh? But they are making it, and hey, they can double their yield. Getting an early bit of double jerky sounds pretty swell. Alright, hurry it up then. Got a lot of people idling around, don't I? Perhaps they should be making me even more wood. More wood, more better. And again, there's harvesting, is there not? But is there anything to harvest? Probably not. Tell you what, could do with another farm, couldn't we? Just build ourselves another wee farm over here. And then get those filthy humans to work. And yeah, it is the humans that are idling. Despicable. Put the beavers to work since they're so much better apparently. Yeah, I was hovering around with that earlier, Max. Right, Harmons, get to work. Do it all. Yeah, I got the flax over here, don't I? Harvest. It's not a lot to harvest, though. Hardly worth our time. Oh, we'll get to it anyway. Right, done and done right. Queenie's nice and happy. She finally gives me a brewery, and now we can finally get brewing. Boy, this is a big, chunky building. Well, let's keep it nice and central. Stay nice and warm next to the hearth. I'm probably doing this the wrong way around. I imagine you mostly want houses around here and all the services on the outside, but I could be wrong. It could be since people like to idle in these places, you want them central so they don't have to wander between these kinds of places they want to go to fulfill their needs. I have no idea. Basing this on assumptions of which I have plenty. Okay, strangely enough, it's the humans that are better at ale production. Or is it? Specialization bonus. Brewing comfortable. Well, it would make sense that a smoky place is hot, and it would make sense that a cold-blooded creature wants to be in a warm place. But what's your problem? Enable barrels in the ale thing. Okay, so don't put them into pottery, put them into barrels. Ah, but I would disable pottery for that to be a thing. Ah, okay. And now they're going to go and make ale. Well, happy days. I suppose one downside is that they're not linked to this warehouse. So I imagine the grain that's already in the warehouse is not stuff they're going to be getting. They'll only get it from the farm? Maybe? I don't know. Not sure if that's how it's going. Maybe you always want these things linked up to the warehouse. Couldn't I tell you? Boy, I wish this you need to assign people to this thing was more obvious. I keep missing it. Hey. Oh, wow, it's Gormbull! Oh, man. I think he's finally come around to make good on that 50 quid bet he made with me. I can only assume. Very nice of you to do that. I mean, some people are awful. They'll make a bet, they'll lose, and then they'll just run away. Skip town, never to be seen again. But no, you come back to make good on it. Very nice. Connection just shows that they can grab from the other building directly, Jake. They will always go to the warehouse, so that's not possible. Ooh. Also, I missed this. They were connected to the warehouse regardless. So Gormbull claimed that I wouldn't be able to get Gotlap, or rather they took a bet that I wouldn't get Gotlap. However, I got it, because I have never once failed Gotlap in Factorio. Some people have. Alright, newcomers, on you come. God, this tutorial drags. Like, come on, I want to play the freaking game. I know there's this skip tutorial thing, but I should do my duty, lest I end up in the game having no idea what to do. A big strength in Frostpunk was that it tutorialized the main game. And that felt really good, because the tutorial city, you were generally still playing it 8 hours later, because the main run is not a short run. Alright, looking good. Telling me all about food, huh? Your villagers need to eat in order to survive. Every few minutes they'll go in. Every few minutes they take a break? Whoa, man, I have been overexerting myself with this streaming career. Coming from a man who slept in by 2 hours today. What can I say? I was up late listening to the OST for Snake's Revenge. It's really good. Kind of inspired me to bring back free stream music. I'm going to give that some serious thought. I stopped doing that because copyright was becoming a bigger and bigger issue, but if you just use music that nobody cares about, then all is well. Alright. Let's go and clear out the northern area, shall we? The tutorial might go faster if you turn in the order. Oh my days. Order, turn in. Here we go. This UI up here is so not obvious to me. It is tiny and out of the way, and it doesn't even make any kind of bling bling, although I suppose this alert is here. I don't know, everything's so small. Right, get that in. Get our queenie thing. Get a tavern. Oh, right, so it's not enough just to brew the ale. They need a tavern in which to drink it. It's starting to feel a bit vanished, isn't it? Where's the best location for this anyways? Is it somewhere central or not? I'll shove you over here. And now you're going to tell me I cannot be built, for I do not have... I don't know what you don't have. We have to check here, don't we? Planks, bricks, and fabric. Aren't you making bricks here? No, it's pottery that's made here. So how do we get ourselves... Perhaps I need that crude refinery area. Crude workstation? Yeah, you'll make the fabric and the planks. There we go. I can appreciate that the game had to make me think about that and didn't just hold my hand all the way. Because if you do nothing but hand-holding in a tutorial, the moment the player's left to their own devices, they'll just forget it all. And yes, I'm just basing that on my own experiences. Cornerstone, you say? Cannibalism. Ooh, every time a villager dies or leaves. Oh lord. That's quite funny. Anyway, I like the meat. Give me the meat. At least they don't work like you had to for night guard duty, Jake. Every hour or so you work for 10 minutes or so. Now, come on. It was more like every 2 hours, and I could do my patrol in under 5 minutes. If I really legged it, I could do it in about 2. Remember getting a call on that? Someone was watching me through the camera and said, "Hey, what was it with that patrol? You were legging it through the building." I was like, "Oh, I was expecting a phone call," is what I'm pretty sure I told them. The truth was, I was in an EU4 multiplayer with Tandy. Alright, what are we doing? We're gonna crack this thing open for the old Citadel, get to it. I'll have my very trustworthy lizard men do it. So where's the amber? So here we go, there's trade goods. And that's nice, this doesn't fill up with items unless you have some of it. That's great. UX that doesn't waste space until it's relevant is real good. There was a stream I did in an airplane turbine. Well, I was obviously not in an airplane turbine, but I must have been in a very loud area. I've worked in plenty of loud places, so heavens knows what that would have been. No one can build this because everyone is working. Well, I'm glad that they're working, but I'm starting to think population is going to be a real linchpin in this game. Are these limited then? It feels like you can eventually run out of stuff to gather here. Charges. Okay, so I guess you grab the charges. And there's a 20% chance you'll grab leather and you'll generally grab meat. Assuming that's the amber value of the good. Although it's picking up, doesn't look like much hunting, does it? Let's watch that charges go down, which I imagine it will. Takes quite a bit of time, huh? So are these stars the speed or the amount of gathering that they can do? For example, are you wasting resources by gathering something with 1 star when you could do it with 2 or 3 stars? It's speed, it's efficiency. Efficiency is vague, speed is not. For camps it's speed, for production it's efficiency. Ah. Okay, but that means that you are out of stuff, so I'll just deactivate you for now, and then lizard people can get to work building this. With all those planks that we need but don't have. Come on, get to work. More stars the better, yes, but the different kinds of better are relevant. For production it's the ratio. You need less input for the same output. Very nice, thank you. So it's a speed module on gathering, and it's a productivity module on production. Or perhaps manufacturing would be a better term. What are we making here? Incense. We can use wood and herbs to produce incense. A lot of things. So I guess this isn't really a survival city builder. I wouldn't care about giving my people incense in a survival situation. Now, booze you can understand, but incense, no, no, no. A place where villagers can fulfill their need for leisure, luxury, gleaming tales, specialization bonus. Oh, we're gonna have somebody working here, don't we? The Harmons work best here. Get out of here. Lizard people are taking your jobs now. There we go. Get that brewing comfortability bonus, and that should boost your overall human happiness. I think in these situations, given how much of a linchpin people are, I'm always going to be preferring more people. They'd have to offer me something amazing for me to think otherwise. Because people can produce everything. They give us the wood, the food, production, the whole shebang. Anyway, choose a blueprint. Why clicking on this doesn't bring me to the blueprint to choose, I won't understand. Humans first. Let's make those humans so comfortable. How many humans do I have anyway? I've got 13 of them. That's quite a lot of humans. Necessitates... No, not even that would be enough human housing. Does this even qualify? Ooh, I can put them outside of the hearth. I don't know if this is going to count as being within the hearth. Probably not. But if it's not, it'll tell me and I can move it for free, and that's good. They do, however, need a lot of planks, and we're having a hard time with plank production. They need to be fully within hearth range, 1 inch outside of it, and you're out. That's okay though, I'll still have it tell me and then I can move them. I will say one thing for this game, and it is a big detractor. This is so ugly to me. And the 2Me is doing a lot of lifting there, right? I don't think it's inherently ugly, but the art style of the buildings is such a turn-off. It's this big, bulky, blocky, high... Contrast, I think, is the right word, but I'm not good with those kind of words. I find it ugly, but I also find it visually very cluttering. Compare this to looking at Frostpunk City with a lot of muted colours, and despite them using a... They use like 3 colours, white, black, and light blue, and it still made a very stunning thing to look at. This is just like clown puke. Which is never something I'm happy to say for a city builder, because to me it's very important what I build looks good. Mechanically though, the game feels very sound, so I'm not dropping it based on that, that's for sure. Alright, new order's done. A place for rest. Yeah, they got a place for rest. And hey, apparently I've already made humans happy. Amazing. Oh, what do you mean complete? I want to look at more of this. In fact, did I not? I don't think I completed everything. Slow down, game. Bring me back to my city. Alright, Citadel upgrades. Rain collector. Rain collectors? Collect rainwater used for crafting and powering rain engines. Huh, how about that? Okay, I won faster than I thought there. It's not about graphics, Nameless Sky, it's about style. So, the world is vast and ever-changing. It's funny you say that in Eternal Rain. The Hearth is a smouldering city, alright? Enter it, use the resources. Buy the Obsidian Archive Level 1 upgrade. The what? Also, what's this game history? Ching's an hour and a half in Tutorialville. Okay, kind of like run history that you'd expect in a roguelite. Okay. Brass forge, leveling, permanent boosted global production, embark bonuses, lots of bonuses here. Villager speed increase. Queen's impatience grows slow. Ooh, man. I don't like this. This feels very gatekeepy, but whatever. When you go into a roguelike, meta progression is kind of one of those things you just have to choke on. And I do see it as choking on. Can we get more of this? Yeah, I need food stockpiles. Okay. Permanent reduction to fuel consumption. I'm not sure I quite understand what this food stockpile is. Food stockpile, machinery, and artifacts. Am I spending these in that I don't get them for my next run? Or not? It's nothing but a currency. Oh, okay. Getting the Queen's patience thing seems like a fool's errand. You should get things that make you better so she doesn't get impatient to begin with. 10% more Citadel resource whenever you finish a settlement. That sounds like it pushes through this faster. I'll take this up though. Hold on, there was deeds there as well. Oh god, not you too, Jake. Is Lucky corrupted? I've had my eye on this game since, I think since it was announced. But since it was going into early access, I then just filed it away under interesting but early access. Which means it's there in the back of my mind, but I'm not actively looking at it whatsoever. But now that it's finally coming out, it's not early access, so I have no problem playing it. Well, not based on that alone. So this looks like achievements. Finish your first game after the tutorial. Oh god, these all come with rewards. Experience, experience, experience. Home decoration? What is experience? Here we go. We have levels and experiences. Why though? For what purpose? Anyway, get me out of here. It's actually called Tutorial Town. Amazing. Okay. Governed by the eternal Blightstorm cycle. Yeah, I haven't really felt much of an impact from these cycles. Maybe it's going to be more apparent outside of Tutorial Town. It's almost upon us. No caravans are allowed to embark. Press the button in the lower right. Finish the cycle. Must I? Okay. Your settlements have been abandoned. The people return to the Citadel. Okay. Seal fragments get us food, machinery, artifacts, nothing for it. That's what I unlocked. Okay. So maybe you build up a whole bunch of these things and then we end the cycle and start anew? I don't know. Figure that as we go, I suppose. Reach the ancient seals, reforge them, push back the Blightstorm. Okay. This is kind of interesting. What have we here? The Royal Guard is watching over this region. Discovered glades. They don't increase hostility. Why would they? Too far away from your last established town for your caravan to reach it. So. Pool of order choices increased by 1. So this looks like a very friendly place to go to. Harlot Orchard. There are all these effects, which I can't seem to... Maybe if I click here and then... Can we not do this? I just wanted to look at the effects. Get me out of here. Can I get away from here? The game had this effects window popping up. I wanted to look at it, not actually settle here. All the embark points, take extra goods with you. Okay. You're finally ready to embark on your own. There's always a way out. Experiment and adapt. I intend to do so, Queen's Envoy. Alright. Zoom out. Okay, there we go. Right, I wanted to see what the modifiers or whatnot were for this area. Yeah, see there it's saying effects and rewards, and I want to hover over it, but how? They're on the screen when you click on it. Ah, here we go. Against the Royal Outpost, the gathering knowledge of giant organisms. Yes. What about around here? Buried mysteries? Royal archaeology? Okay. Well, this looks like a pretty ideal zone, so let's go for this. Enormous light forms giant resource nodes in the Forbidden Glades. Well, let's go for it. Defaults to Settler, which looks like the easiest mode around. So it could well be a bit of a snore fest, but we'll go with that to begin with. Embark point. Well, what happens if I crank this up? Ugh, locked difficulty. Why? Why do that? Severity devastating. Funny, but I'd rather know how to play this game first. Do you want to start the game? There are still points to be spent. There are points? Ah, I see. Do I have to take these? Well, obviously not. But I don't think there's any upside to not taking them. Wood is plentiful. Stone seems a little rougher to come by. I notice that it's not telling me what the resources are. I just have to know. I'll take the stones and I'll take the... Wood might be easy to come by, but it's one of those things that always gets the ball rolling easier, so I will still take it. What are these, though? God knows. What the heck are these? Okay, so I choose which caravan's coming along. One of them is... This game has so much locked stuff. Locked difficulty, locked caravans, a billion locked things in the Citadel. I'm unimpressed with that. Reptile people or beavers? They need biscuits and pickled goods. Oh, good for them, I suppose. Alright, well... I do like the fact that you're better for wood. Those locked are prestige difficulty levels, like in Slay the Spire, but on top of that you have unique... Yeah, and I had so much more Slay the Spire fun by just going in and instantly unlocking them. Into the game files, that is. Harsh and cold land. Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's do this then. This is just telling me what we already know. No, these became visible, which they were not earlier. Untapped wealth. Higher chance of producing double yields. 50%, huh? Is that going to go from 10 to 15 or 10 to 60? Refreshing air lifts the spirit. Ah. Well, good for them. Right. I never checked this earlier, but can we build while paused? Also, this place looks wildly different. Are these trees? Mushwood. Giant fungal tree with leathery bark. Gives us wood and mushrooms and leather? That sounds pretty awesome. Not only that, we can immediately choose a blueprint. Get smoking. Can we smoke mushrooms? I don't know which of these are worth my time. For example, do I have access to meat? Snake nests give us eggs. You give us mushrooms with a chance of insects. I don't know which of any of these are worthwhile. Can I sit on these for a wee bit? Paralyzed with choice here. Do I have fertile land? That looks like a no. I think you press the magnifying glass to see the recipes. Oh, that'd be handy. Ah, there we go. So the provisioner can make mushroom flour. And he can make... Well, I need copper bars. But we can make barrels. And we can mill the flour into, I assume, bread? I guess I'll go provisioner then. Unless the smokehouse can smoke me some mushrooms. Which they cannot. Alright, provisioner, come to me. The button next to the envoy portraits, then selecting the blueprints, shows what resources are in the biome. The button next to the envoy... Okay. Okay, so we got mushrooms. We do have access to meat somewhere. And eggs. Where's the meat then? Maybe it's out there. And we gotta find it. Because it sure as sugar doesn't look here. Well, it's nothing forced me to build this thing to begin with. It'll ottle black bottle, it'll ottle out. Come on, smokehouse. Oh, what, get even more? Sure. Trapper camp, small farm. I haven't noticed any arable land. Trapping sounds good though, I'll take that. And yet another one. Not sure I like this form of unlocking buildings. In fact, I'm quite sure that I don't. Lumber mill for planks? But brickyard is needed to make the bricks to build you. Give me a brickyard then. You get 3 starting blueprints. I see, I see. Right, well, we're starting off with only 8 people. And these 8 people need to get to work. Oh god, I've only got 1 beaver. The rest are all lizard folk. Alright, how about we actually get to some work? Ooh, B toggles... I gotta hold it down, but it shows what resources are around. Right, let us get underway then. There is tree chopping to be done, and lots of open area here to enjoy, so... I'm gonna shove you here, and then you're gonna get chopping all that. I feel like I don't have a good overview of survival needs here. Food, for example. I'm guessing there's 70 food. And as they eat that and run out of food, that becomes a growing problem for me. Also, a lot of you aren't getting to work. Okay. Alright, you get to work there, you there, you there. And that's already most of my people working. Services. Fulfill their most basic needs such as food, clothing, hearth. The only right goods to do so... Oh, they only need the right goods. Separate category. Special type of building. These are services. Oh, we already built the tavern. They don't have to physically go to a service building to fulfill their service needs. They'll still rest at the hearth as usual, but for them to fulfill the need for leisure, a tavern must be present and operating somewhere. So they don't actually use it, it's just there on the map. Seems a little cold and empty. Alright, why are there 2 of you not working? Probably because I've got 6 people working and we've got 8 populations, so... Crude workstation, planks, fabric, bricks. Yeah, sure, get to work. The Hearth Keeper is a job? Huh, how about that? Oops. Perhaps it's important to keep someone working there. I assume they keep the thing fed with fire. Comfortable job. The houses and leisure buildings are cosmetic in the sense that pops satisfy those needs at the hearth. Is that so? Local taxes. The villagers are willing to give you their very last piece of amber just for a pint of decent ale. Gain 12 amber for every 50 ale produced. Particular branch, da-da-da-da-da. Packs of trade goods are worth 25% more when sold through the... Yeah, give me the money. Hold on, I can re-roll. I can decline and just get some amber. Looks like local taxes is going to pay off more than just the amber. I'll take that for now. Alright, get a move on. Oh, orders. Choose an order. Okay. Was that even a choice? Pick from 3 locked boxes. What's in them? I don't know. Does the decision make any difference? I don't know. Right, the crown needs you... Oh, maybe I get to pick all 3 of them. I don't know. Objective. Beavers resolve Glade's path. Simple path doesn't cost any resources. Well, that sounds nice. Cut through the forest, discover 2 glades. Keep beavers above 16 for 30 seconds. Get me some more beavers. Above what? Above 16? Where are they at now? I guess it's that number 11 right there. I don't know if we're going to make it that high anytime soon. Alright, give me that one. Shouldn't be hard to find some glades. Man, there's a lot of very tireless clicking going on around here. Right, deliver planks. So I'm working on that already. Glades. Hey, I'm working on the glades anyway. And some bricks. Yeah, go for it. Deliver meat, tree camp, deliver wood. A group of 2 villagers. Ah, that sounds good. Give me all that. In fact, I can deliver that already. Easy money. Now, oh, some stinky humans. Alright, wonderful. Where do I see the amount of wood we have? Ah, there it is. And it's going down. Not pleasant. Small encampment. Spend eggs put to Citadel. Yeah, sure. Get on that human and untrustworthy lizard thing. Go for it. Oh, but hang on, I could have brought more people in. Can I do that? Yeah, I can give you some mushrooms or roots or whatever. Yeah, go and do that. More people, more better. Also, nice area for farming here. Do I have the farm? I don't have a farm, do I? Are you going to change that for me? You did not choose... I swear this blueprint system is going to bugger me right off. Clothing, rain mill, brewery. Yeah, get brewing. Alright, while you're at it, go and discover this glade. And actually, while you're at it, discover this glade as well, since these are what we have tasks for. You should discover the joys of road building. Yes, I'm told people move faster along the roads. But at the same time, it looks like it uses up valuable real estate that we don't have to spend because people just squeak through buildings anyway. Unsure about that. Hello, what have we here? Hidden Trader Cemetery. With threats coming in. I thought this wasn't a dangerous area. Alright, slow down there, game. What's going on here? A cemetery full of traders killed by desperate viceroys. What drove them to commit such heinous crimes? Greed or necessity? Burn it down. Nonsense. We report. We are directly beholden to the Queen. Bags of provisions are needed. Do I even have those? Don't I have to make those? Pretty sure I don't have these things. Not sure I have any of these things. The amount you have is in tooltip 0. Yeah, I figured that was what that was. So I don't have anything to deal with any of this, and I got 12 minutes to deal with it. So either I work my way towards getting some amber and some provisions, which I think I can do since I did get the provisioner guy, or did I imagine that? Farm field, smokehouse, shelter, crude workstation, brickyard, brewery. Maybe I didn't get the provision person. Looking like no. We could use planks and... what the heck is this thing? Whispering Tombs? You do have a provision post, Jake. I do? What's it under? Woodcutter, stonecutter, harvester, forager, herbalist, trapper, smokehouse, shelter, workstation, makeshift post, mine, rain, brick, brewery, blight, warehouse, hydrant, hearth, trading post. You did not take provisioner, but you can inefficiently make the packs in the makeshift post. But it doesn't show that in blue if you hover over packs. Oh, it does show that in blue if you hover over the packs of provisions. Packs of provisions. Ah, I see. Makeshift post. Looks like it makes it very poorly. Doesn't change the amber part, though. I should report this. It's the right thing to do. But we need to make ourselves those packs of provisions, and we need to get some amber. How do we get amber? Maybe you can give us some amber. Oh, hey, we do get an amber pouch if we send this to the Citadel. Some decisions made easy. So we do that, and then with our makeshift thing, wherever that is. No, actually. Beaver Boy should be working here. I really don't have any beavers working in any of these. There we go. Maybe I don't have tools. Yeah, okay. In that case, getting off of there. I guess I was bamboozled by the previous ones where we had easy access to tools. Tear it down, get incense, dew, marrow. An offering for the obelisk, which allows something. Okay, no, never mind. Alright, I still have unemployed people, and I do firmly believe in the wood economy. So how can I say no to making yet more wood? Maybe by acknowledging the fact that I'm not seeing to anybody else's needs. And maybe considering I should work towards this, right? Let's try that makeshift posty thing. Makeshift post, let's slam you down here. Yeah, see that? They just phase through the buildings. I'm sure roads have a good use, but considering that it would add something like a 50% tax to the space footprint of every building I put down, I'm not seeing its utility yet. And for what, a 5% speed boost? Where was road under? Yeah, staggering 5%, okay. Right. Lizard and human work together and make me a bag of provisions out of eggs. And then for the dosh, we need some kind of tradey thing, right? Which I'm not sure I have. Do I have a way to make the tools then? None of these are in blue, so I assume no. You should also factor in that you need time to solve the Glade, so you don't have the full time. Trading post is a base unlock. These freaking unlocks. Alright, well, we'll get more unlocks with the Queen's Grace that we'll get from doing more of these orders, right? Oh, and we've done them. Well, gib. Hey, that got me the tools that I was after. Was it enough tools? I think that says 8. And I only have 6. Well, what a shame. Queenie, what do you have for me? Temple, cookhouse, bakery. We feel the need for religion, education. Needs cloth to make, which I don't have. Biscuits, pies, potteries. Okay. I'll go with the temple, even though I can't build it right now. Farm. I did want to farm. We've got arable land now. The trade post is in the second to last building category. And you always have it. Oh, there we go then. Boy, that is a big building. Can I just like shove you unceremoniously? How about next to the grave? That seems about a bit fitting. Of course, I've got barely anyone to build with. I assume the locking is to not overwhelm you with options. Yeah, I could see that. Still not satisfied with it though. Boy, this is a sad little settlement. Come on, I want more people. And I should probably definitely get them some places to stay. Let me think. Shelter does 3 people. There's 12 there. Needs to be in range of this thing, so... There you go. I'm sure they'll get on that eventually. Expand the arrow next to the race portrait. You can see how to make them happy. Favor this species, boost their resolve. Others will hate it. Okay. I'd rather not. I suppose this is just a way to make a race not quite so miserable. Skewers, jerky, lizard housing, basic housing. Yeah, I'm sure people would be a lot happier with some basic housing right now. I don't really have the population to be working on it. Unless I stopped making my glorious bags of provisions, which I could probably consider not making right now. Or not having people work there since there's better things to be doing. Read more on trading. Ah, we got this thing operational. You might have cooked raw food, pottery, tools, perks, blueprints. Call him immediately. At the cost of impatience. No, I'm good. You're burning all your planks on packs of building materials. Huh, perhaps we shouldn't be making those. I don't even know what those things do. Same with packs of crops. Will not be long before these people are unhappy. I have the bags of provisions now. Maybe I could just stop this since I don't need this anymore. Get out of there. Probably stopped you right before you'd finished doing everything there. Right, cornerstones and people waiting. Hey, now this brings us up. I swear it didn't in the tutorial. More people, more better. Camp construction parts. I have those. More people, more better. Scouting ahead makes it easier. Discover small glade, increase working speed. For 100... nah, screw that. Time-based things. You can see the contents of undiscovered glades. But you kill villagers. Oh, you know what? Just give me the dosh. With the dosh, I can make my report. Filthy humans, make my report for me. And that way we won't have the tit for tat. Or the impatience, I guess. How do we win, by the way? Is it by getting reputation all the way up to the top with the Queenie? I think that's right, but I could be dead wrong. Full blue bar before red bar is full. Makes a lot of sense. Alright. You mind just like grabbing me all of the wood at the north, please? And let's just have you go in sleepy mode for now. You're here in a second. Tell me about trading. Once you build the trading post, traders will visit you periodically, just like Banished. You can barter with them, select the goods, offer your resources in return, shows if they're happy with your proposal. Once it's agreed, you can trade. No trader, you can blah blah blah. Okay. Weba indeed to you, Zorg, quartermaster of the First Dawn Company. I got everything you need, and if I don't have it, you don't need it. Of course. You're not here for very long. Hey, you've got tools. I noticed a distinct lack of my own tools. And man, those tools are expensive. So if I wanted to grab 10 of those for whatever reason, what would I need to give you? Well, parts seem to be worth a fair chunk. Not sure I want to give you those, though. I don't know if I want to do any of this trading. I've only just started this game, so I have no idea of the value of goods. For all I know, bricks are vital, and you need every single one you can get, and I should be buying them all, but I have no idea. There's an option to attack the trader. No? Can we not? Oh, I think he's also got perks that I can buy. But I'd need amber for that. What if I bought your amber and then used your amber to buy these with? I've no idea, but I don't think we're going to be dealing with you right now. 2 tools would let me send this to the Citadel. That much is true. Perhaps I should get 2 tools. And what could I... Look at these building materials. There we go. How can that not make you happy? Can I shove an egg or 2 on top of this just to sweeten the deal? There you go. Give me those. And with that, I can get this underway. Should definitely be making sure that we only have beaver boys working in these choppy camps. For example, what do we have beaver boy working here for? Don't know how much downtime or anything is caused by switching people out in their jobs like this. Probably some. What's with all these people having this little icon above their head? What does that mean? Energized. Oh, okay. It looks bad, but apparently it's good. Looks like they have some kind of achy heart condition. Achy breaky hearts. Do kind of want to tear you down. Wood and clay. Oh, I don't have clay, do I? No, siree, I do not. Alright, let's get another couple of ordery things. Meaty diet. Be rewarded by eggs and flowers. Deliver 6 packs of crops and have 8 comfort decorations. And we get human clan support? Trade objective. Deliver 5 packs of trade goods. And deliver 8 amber. That doesn't seem worth my time. Humans first. Let's go all human all the time. Deliver a chunk of meat and get some lizards coming in. How and where do we get meat anyway? I haven't been paying attention to that. Jerky needs fulfilled. Oh man, this just seems so... Right. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Get out of here, Zorg. Get out of here, expanded menu. Right, these are full of eggs. I should probably do quite a bit more gathering around here. It's not harvesting though, is it? Get off my face, Zorg. I forget what it is. Foraging or... Requires a camp. Requires a camp. Ooh, also I've got unemployed people. That's not unemployed, unhoused people. Let's fix that slightly. Eggs is trapper. Do I have trapper? Yes, I do. Low on fuel. Build more woodcutter camps. Already have 2, but evidently 2's not enough. Woodcut, woodcut. There we go. Oh wow, I'm completely out of fuel. Is that because it's all getting eaten up by my crude workstation? In that case, maybe you should be put to sleep for a wee bit. People only lose hope when the Hearth is out. I'm sure it'll be fine otherwise. Besides, we're getting straight on all of that wood production. Low on food as well. How could this possibly be? Alright, get on it, raptor people. Get me the eggs. You can survive indefinitely without food. Oh, what are they eating? Each other? Your renown grows. A scary thought. Humans first? Even though I think we have more reptiles than... No, actually, we've only got 3 humans. Should probably be favouring the reptile people. Clothier, leather worker, rain mill. This all seems such bizarre stuff to be getting when I'm struggling to feed my people and need more raw wood. I think I'm just very unimpressed by the unlock system of the buildings here. I don't know, give it the rain mill, I suppose. You need some foresight to figure out what's likely to benefit you in the long run. That sounds like something you need a bit of experience and knowledge for, neither of which I have. No way they phase through those buildings, though. I really do wonder if the roads are worth it. 5% speed upgrade? I'm not sure you're even saving... Yeah, that seems off by an order of magnitude, though, considering the 50% extra space you need for it. Don't know, and won't claim to know. 5 people are free and not doing anything. Always keen on having more wood. Believe in the wood economy. More importantly, do they make it look more aesthetic? Ah, that'd be nice. A good trick there was in Frostpunk was that roads took up no space. Then again, roads were also vital in Frostpunk. If something didn't have a road connection, it would not function. Because the road also counted as a way for heat and power to be transmitted between areas. Which is very well designed. A lot of Frostpunk was extremely well designed. And worryingly so, a lot of it felt accidentally amazing. So here's hoping Frostpunk 2 either shows me it wasn't an accident, or is also accidentally amazing. Right, food continues to be a bit of an issue. Did I ever get that farm? Yes, I did. And we have 2 good opportunities for farming. So I guess our humans first are going to get to work on that. Even though I don't have people to work it, I'm too busy doing everything else right now. I don't think it would be much of an accident for Frostpunk 2 to be bad. I'm sounding awfully negative about it, but we just don't have much to go on right now. Get hammering, you wee cockroach. How could the lizards possibly be unhappy? One of them even gets to be the firekeeper, and that's surely a lovely job. Right, this is all well and good, but 1, I need people working here, and 2, I need to actually have the farm plots for you. Tools come under fuel and exploration? What is the meaning of this? I'm gonna run out of those eggs real soon, so I certainly want... Do I have any humans working in these woodcutter places? Humans shouldn't be cutting the wood, humans should be tending to the farms. Why you no build roads? Counter argument, why would I build roads? I have yet to see a reason to build roads. Looks like they take up a lot of space. For a measly 5% movement speed. Thinking about it, cutting down these trees is meant to give me mushrooms. Yeah, I guess we're just eating the mushroom trees. I'd be considerably happier with more food being planted and gathered. It was actually something that they had promised is a strong word, but they had said prior to release that there'd be modding support for Frostpunk. And in the end they never delivered that, and I will never understand why. I think they said, oh, it's too hard for us to do because of something engine limitations, but I don't buy that. I think they could have made the game even more than it is if they'd done that. By the way, are the farm people actually going to work this? Or no, I think the farm people aren't actually going to build these plots. We need people specifically doing that building plot stuff. Alright, in that case, if I take you off, will you go and do it? 3 grain a minute. Copper bot. Well, I don't really do that, so let's take that grain per minute. It's kind of weird. I won't work because there's no farm plot, but I won't build the farm plot. A non-farmer must do that. Deliver 6 bags of crops, of which I have 2. Weren't those made in the preparation station? Use control to put your pops into buildings without having to click the building. Or was it alt? Resources are a fixed distance away from storage. You can't just cluster everything in the center, so roads still make it more efficient. Well, perhaps if it offered me more than 5%, I'd be inclined to do so. The 5% movement speed is essentially nothing. Ah, there we go, some newcomers. Right, humans first. Didn't even look at what else they were offering me. It's humans, humans. And if we have any... Alright, you need to be moved across now, don't you? Let's move you up a touch. And shove in Beaver Boy and a couple of Harmons. That should largely solve my fuel and food problems. Queen's getting a bit impatient, but the Queen can stuff it. I don't know where these bricks came from, but we could certainly make the humans that we do have, all 6 of them, considerably happier. 1, 2, 3. And now what have we here? Fuming machine. Dangerous? Oh, I didn't come here for danger. So in 15 minutes this thing is going to discharge, destroys deposits and trees, and kills villagers. Ooh, well, that doesn't sound good. We can fix it with tools that I don't have and barrels that I don't have, or we can use planks and storm water. Or I can just ignore the thing. It's not going to destroy much, is it? It's barely going to destroy anything. You, on the other hand, you tool shop. Good rewards for tearing it down, not much cost. Yeah, planks and stormwater. Do I have a stormwater collector thing, though? Hold on, it would show me here, wouldn't it? Oh, I could use something else. Clearance water, drizzle water, storm water. Could also use bricks. And I do have a brickyard, although I don't think I've built a brickyard. I guess I could. Rain collector makes each of those water types based on the weather. Yeah, but do I have a rain collector? I've got a hydrant. For purging fire, okay. Whatever that means. Yeah, it's under the gear icon. Ah, here we go, rain collector. We'll collect rain next to the houses. I'm sure that won't stink of stagnant water. And since I have a lot more wood coming in these days, I can resume this job. Actually, since we've largely covered our immediate wood concerns, I can probably pull out all of the woodworking people and make them do other jobs. Although at this point, what jobs do I need done? Don't know. I've far from internalized the needs. Oh, what have we here? An abandoned cache. Once again, desiring tools. Feels like if you specialize your way down a path, like making tools, seems like it can be very effective for you. For me. Ooh, didn't actually catch that, but what is it? There's a button that one can press to see everything. What was it, B? Yeah, there we go. Seems like there are a lot of resources to be had around here. Perhaps if I move the trapper cap here. Yeah, there you go, get trapping. You should check the trader, Jake, won't hurt. She might have something that you need. I completely missed you here. I can imagine wood itself is worth practically nothing, am I right? You offer me perks? How much gold do I have? I got 30 amber. Mushroom production, gain mushrooms every yield. 2 fabric production, gain extra fabric, da 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 da. You got berries and mushrooms and eggs and amber, but I don't know. I don't know if any of this is worth my time, so I'll ignore you. Take the fabric. Why would I want the fabric? Am I trying to build something out of fabric? No building materials for this. Why? What's missing? Planks. Well, I'm very slowly and poorly working on planks. That's going over my head. Fabric is one of your 3 basic building materials, and you craft it in stacks of 2. So you're saying buy the fabric or buy the fabric boon? Probably the boon. Oh, right, you just buy that straight up. Cool. I don't know where I make the fabric. Oh, here I make the fabric. Out of... well, whatever we have, I suppose. Get the blueprint. There was a blueprint? Or do you mean there's a blueprint somewhere else? Oh, hello, we've got orders aplenty as well. Need for jerky, sacrifice wood and coal. I don't even know how to get coal. Deliver grain and keep humans happy. I can make humans happy. Humans first, after all. And we get a bunch of magica robes. And a bunch of pies. Alright, sure. Gifts for the Queen. Complete at least one event by making a decision loyalty. I'm all about being loyal. And... I have no idea. I'll just pick one at random. Well, not at random. I usually just go left. How can I make you guys happier? Porridge, biscuits, religion. Hey, didn't I figure out how to make a temple? Yeah, I did. Alright, humans, here's your temple, right next to that obelisk. Temple needs to be inside the zone of the hearth. Does it now? Where does it say that? Perhaps all service buildings need to be in range of the hearth. And it was under city buildings. But the trading post is outside of the hearth. It doesn't have to. Okay, how dare people lie to me. Anyway, it still needs planks, and boy are we bad at making planks for some reason. I wonder if it's because our wood station is crude. Boy, this is some slow stuff to produce. If only I had a leather worker, or a flawless leather worker, or a weaver. There's so many bloody buildings here. Alright, I'll just shove you over here. Keep the wood flowing though. The building is 0-star after all, yeah, but I don't know... Well, I think I know how to get other buildings, but I don't have them, so I gotta make do with that. How dare these lizards be unhappy? They'd be happier with jerky. Do I have a lot of meat? No. No, I do not. Well, they're gonna have to suck it then. Switch your woodcutters to not open gates. Yeah, especially with that danger thing here. Is there an option to not open... Ah, here we go. Avoid glades. Except marked ones. I don't know how I mark a glade, but I'm sure I'll figure that out. You've seen like 20% of the buildings so far, I see. You can set avoid glades except marks to be a default in the options. Will they gameplay option? Oh lordy. Okay, where the heck is it? Default woodcutter camp mode. Avoid glades unless marked. Bang. It won't be long until this thing goes kablooey. And I'm really struggling on the plank production. In fact, a lot of things aren't getting built because of lack of planks. So perhaps I should focus on the planks rather than all this other stuff that people are working on. Did I maybe make another crude workstation? I don't know. Feels like this stuff comes out very, very slowly and in extremely limited quantities. I don't think I have any other ways of making planks. I do not, so crude workstation is my only choice. Oh, I just shoved down one. Hell, maybe two. Not like I'm short on wood right now. Nice, you can hold down shift and multi-build. I expected nothing less. The 5% walk speed thing might seem slow or not worth it, but you should really... Oh my god. Freaking slow down, right? My first time playing this game. I don't think I need to have this 5% thing drilled into my head just yet. Okay. Is wood such a non-problem that I can scale back on it? I think as long as they're not my beloved beaver boys, I can probably pull them back. So get out of here. There we go. Get me my planks. Please read this 5-page essay before playing, streamer Precisely Lothandril. That's one of the problems of playing a game that's been in early access for so long. The first time you got all these people that have been playing it all through its development, coming in with every little scrap of intel they want to dump on you. Alright, I don't know why the lizards were so miserable before and now they seem relatively content. Maybe it's just when the weather was worse. But on the large side, the fuel and the food seem okay-ish. The storm massively lowers resolve, I see. Just like in Frostpunk. I think I stopped my brick production altogether, didn't I? Definitely feel the squeeze of I lack people. Which probably means I'm very inefficiently using my people, but I have no idea the scales of production here. What to do and what to expect with what I have. That kind of stuff comes with time, though. So my usual advice for people starting out in Frostpunk, especially on Extreme, is just 24-hour shift, 2 stacks of wood and a stack of steel. From there, everything falls into place. But you need to do that first. You have people waiting for... Wow, again, I just have a complete blind spot for the stuff up here. Right, Ancient Pact. Yeah, no, I don't want to kill off my people here. Protected trade. Hostility is reduced by 10 points every time you sell goods worth 30. Ah, screw that. Just give me the money and give me the peeps. More people are better people, but I do want those planks. But more people are better people. I do need the fabric. In fact, I need kind of everything here. And now I can gather water for whatever purpose that is. I'm guessing different stages of the cycle give different amounts of water here. Cornerstone as well. Really? Who am I to doubt you, but really? And it's the game's tutorial. And it was pretty good for learning the base concepts, even though it took a while. Because there's a lot to chew on. Unfortunately, knowing how doesn't really tell you the kinds of ratios that you need. Alright, this hopefully make all my humans even happier. Oh god, they need people working here as well. No shortage of the need for labor. Water doesn't seem like a huge thing I need, so how about we cut you out of here and have you work over here? Although the lizards would rather work there. Alright, this thing's gonna pop soon, isn't it? That's okay, nobody's nearby. Have you on snooze mode. And do I have any lizards working in any of these? Yes, I do. Get out, lizards. I got a lovely warm place for you to work, in a place that you can make humans happier. There we go. I know it's humans first, but lizards just before. I'm not so sure about that just a Pillars of Eternity gamer. There's a lot of things about this game pushing me away, and it's not just the art style that I find rather hideous. There's a lot of gameplay stuff here that really seems tacked on. I want to build a nice, productive, maybe even aesthetic city here. But there's a lot of things like, hey, fulfill this condition. Reminds me of like games of a service criteria that it wants me to fulfill. And that is really pushing me away. Because it feels like I'm doing things for the wrong reasons. Really? Then you might have gone into this with the wrong... I came into this with practically no expectations. Oh, crikey, you don't do that just once. In fact, it gets worse. Well, dang. In that case... guess I'm gonna have to deal with you. I thought you'd just explode once and then that would be that, but I was wrong. Alright, let's tear you down. But who is going to tear you down? I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of worried about that as well. The whole just fulfill your conditions and then the game ends rather than building up your city. Oh, that was not what I wanted to click on. I wanted to get some of these people out of here and doing other jobs. The Queen is also getting mighty impatient with me. And I'm not surprised. I am dragging my heels big time on her orders. And I'm not making these humans happy enough, it seems. Here I thought I could make them all sorts of... what the heck is all this? Villagers can fulfill their needs for religion, education, passive effects, sacrament of the flame. But I need incense, which I don't have, although the smokehouse could make it. Scrolls from the rain mill for education? What the hell? You're doing nothing but taking a coffee break. Is this building doing anything? I don't have incense and I don't have scrolls. There's no indication that you're happy with this at all, so I'm guessing no. It's providing the passive effect, but this one has no effect for now. What? Okay, it's not doing anything without incense or scrolls. So I need a rain mill and a smoke. Man, I do not have the people for doing this. Where was it now? A rain mill. Okay, we'll give it a go. The rain mill, and what was the other thing? Incense is made at the smokehouse. And I do need to make the jerky eventually, so I may as well throw down that smokehouse. Wherever it may be. Alright, let's do that and see what happens. It does very much mean that I need to tear you down in due time. We're tearing you down once you're done with your coffee break. Scouts are idle. But why? But why? Ah, right, I didn't actually click investigate. Right, get on that. Even more orders for the Queen to not have fulfilled. Farm fields and packed crops. Yeah, I suppose I can do that. Yeah, this is the kind of thing I'm talking about. Like, this just does not feel like it has anything to do with the city that I'm building. It really feels like I'm getting those missions in State of Decay 2 to decapitate 10 zombies to unlock my carbine rifle. Yeah, I'm gonna fulfill religion. Go for it. Think of them like requests from Caesar, Jake. That's actually a reasonable comparison. Requests from Caesar are there to spur your colony on, after all. You still claim that you don't have the stuff that you need. How? I thought I allowed you to use water other than drizzle water. You did have enough yellow. I don't get it. What? You can only select one type for events, not a mix. Right, there we go. There we go. Alright, check on you as well. I've got everything you need, apparently. Insect traps, sickles, storage capacity up. I'm not sure I want or need any of this stuff. Porridge would make my my humans happier. Suppose it couldn't hurt to buy a bit of porridge. I don't know how quickly they're going to eat that. Probably quicker than I'd want them to. And let's just pay you whatever you need for it. There you go. Because I think my goal is to make the humans really happy. And surely they're going to be happy with all this porridge available for them. Got nobody working because I got everybody... or nobody building because everybody's working. Lucrative deal. Gain 10 amber every time a villager dies or leaves. Nonsense. Give me something else. My people don't die. They might hate their lives here, but they certainly don't die. Alright, we're working our way towards this whatsoever. No, the buildings we need to get that stuff's not there at all. Jings, I feel like I am not squeezing enough out of every person here, and this is on the easiest mode. I just feel like I'm barely getting by on my goods here, and all the while I got nobody free to build things, and even when they are built, I don't have the people to work in them. Ease up on the makeshift posts, Jake. Let them work more on getting wood and stuff. Yeah, these makeshift posts are pretty crummy, aren't they? Yeah, turn those off for a wee bit. And you can continue making the other stuff, since... Do I ever need pipes? It doesn't matter, copper bars. That way they can actually build these things up. Using the planks and other stuff that I definitely have. And then we can get what we need for religion, and religion will make my humans nice and happy. It's all probably... Hey, why don't I just favor the humans? That way I'll keep the humans happy. And then I can say, hey Queenie, I've done your order. Yeah, there you go. Still need more meat though. We're having a hard time getting that meat in good enough quantities. Whoa! Game lags when you press B. Alright, seems like you're taken care of. What about you? Salvage tools and fabrics. Or rebuild for tool shop, which can do a lot of things, including making tools. Sure. A couple of reptile people, get on that. Our wood stocks are dwindling, my liege. To say that again. Right. I want to make scrolls, but scrolls need pigment. Oh my god. We're never gonna have religion, are we? You know what? Screw religion for you people. And ultimately, perhaps this mill was a waste of time. I do think I want the jerky going, though. I thought I had a job for this. Oh, I have need for religion that I need to fulfill as well. Ugh. More meat. Alright, how would I sensibly go around getting some meat? I don't know. I feel like once it's gone, it's gone. Also, coal mines? Wasn't there something that required me to get coal? I don't know. Tell you what I can do. I can go and see what this dangerous stuff has in order. So how about we... Whoa, how did those all just fill up at once? Think of the coal mines like those in Frostpunk. You need the coal to keep the generator going. Oh, that's an unfair comparison. The coal mines in Frostpunk are infinite. These look quite finite. Stop making bricks in the makeshift and make them a brickyard more efficiently. Do I have a brickyard? Oh, would you look at that? I do. But that requires its own brickyard. Does that mean I can just tear these things down? Do I get anything back for tearing them down? Let's try that out. Also, how much do I even need bricks? You even have one built. I have a brickyard built. I got a tool shop, which can make me some tools. Oh, out of copper bars that I don't have. Oh, man. Okay, never mind that. Right next to your crude. Main warehouse. Makeshift post. Hey, a brickyard. I must have built you ages ago. Alright, never mind all this stuff. Make me bricks out of... stones? I barely have any stones. Alright. Lizard people, you get to work on that, and I need to figure out how to get some stones. Well, as we stone mine here, which is mined out with a stonecutter camp, which I do think I have. It was in blue, so there you go, stonecutters. There's deactivate, but is there also just destroy you? Yeah, there we go. Maybe take care of the unemployment a bit as well. And not unemployment, I keep thinking it's homelessness. Yeah, plan for the future. It's only wood, right? Yeah, very cheap to build. Lovely. Right, we found all this supposedly dangerous stuff over here. And while we're at it, more stuff for you to cut away, please. Hell, it's food if nothing else. Ominous shrine is going to kill people. Lizard house. Rebuild it to let the lizards live there. That's very cheap to do, so I don't see a good reason not to. Lizards for the lizard houses. And then there's a large encampment. Bring in new people. Oh yeah, give people mushrooms. Easy peasy. Now, what about you? I've got 12 minutes to prevent the murdering of my people. I don't have tools. The forest hostility is temporarily increased to 100 points. I have no idea what that means. Gain 3 incense every 10 seconds. Oh, every 10 roots. That could still be okay. I need incense for my religion, right? Yeah, let's loot that place. Maybe once we're done with these other places. Yet again, I just have no people around. Is it normal to feel this starved of people? You can get more people. Oh my god, these freaking buttons are so small and out the way. Right, I never bleeding notice them. Hey, the meat! I needed the meat for something. Yeah, the lizard influx. Take that meat, give me more people, and just like that I've got a metric ton of people. Good, get to work on the building and then get to work on the working. Don't look at them, look at the alerts you have on the left. Yes. Like this Trapper Dan here, which could well go... Well, the eggs are one thing, but I do wish I could trap some more meat. Oh well, if I shove you over there, there are 2 different bits of trappings to enjoy. Yeah, good point. Keep my eyes on this more than that. Again, it still seems very small. I wonder if I should UI scale up a bit more. I am certain there was a UI scale slider. Yeah, here we are. How big is too big? Carpentry. Hey, I can finally make planks at a reasonable rate to the carpentry thing. Alright, sweet. If I had that, I can largely do away with my crude place, although I still don't have a good place for fabric. I can, however, stop the production of planks. And where was that planky place? Carpenter, right? Yeah, hey, Carpenter makes tools as well. Ain't that cool? Right, enough of that. Plenty of hemlessness. Humans without a home. Not on my watch. Human houses for the humans. What are you getting stuck on there? Huh, stone deposit. Interesting. Right, never mind that. Is there a pet tool, by the way? Like, click on this and build more of them? I don't like having to go into these sub-menus all the time. Mostly because I don't remember what is where. There you go, that'll take care of everyone, no doubt. Alright, we got this for lizards, but it certainly needs to be closer to the hearth. Keep my lizards happier. You don't have people in the quarry to get you stone. Right, I was trying to do that earlier, but it wasn't built, so that was a no-go. High hostility. It'll crush your people's resolve. Well, that sounds like a real shame. I'll send the lizard people to do it. Unassign woodcutters. Sacrifice fuel in the ancient hearth or build additional hearths. So what is it? Unhappy that I'm cutting down all of its wood? Because, too bad. You can cut down more trees. To hell with whatever the elves say. Slash the trees, burn the leaves. You're still favoring humans. Oh, right. How do I turn that off? There we go. Don't need to favor humans now, but I do need packs of crops. Where were those made? There we go. Packs of crops needed. Humans make human crops. At this makeshift post? Oh wow, it makes it pretty poorly. The brewery would do it better. But I don't really have brewery, and There's not exactly a shortage of grain here, so go and make it out of grain. I have no idea what hostility is or what it does. Do we have any instructions on that? Encyclopedia. Shame there's no search function here, but... And this isn't in any kind of order. Hostility, hostility. No. Oh well. Nah, I'm sure it's not that important. If it was important, it would have told me. It was there, actually, really. Recipes, logistics, trading, trade routes, Glade, hostility, there we go. You start each settlement with hostility at level 0. As it grows, the hostility increases. Discovering glades, new woodcutters, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Forest mysteries generated at the start of each game based on the map's difficulty and biome. Okay, but what does it do? Positive effects occur during drizzle, negative ones during the storm. Some effects are simple modifiers on production. Some are based on villagers' needs. Hailstorms can kill villagers during the storm. If they have a home, they'll be safe. Well, that's alright, we're clamping down on homelessness. However, there's a lot of people without jobs, and I'm sure we could sort that, right? Actually, you're not going to work because you don't have anything. I think I need more basic gathering done. What the heck are these? There's a hermit here. The forest is only hostile to those looking to exploit it. Oh, then it's very hostile to me. Oh, you sell a bunch of stuff. Do I care about any of it? I'm not convinced. What's the other thing under you? What kind of leech, brother? Oh right, the zoom scroll wheel doesn't work when you're hovering over one of those. I was wondering why I couldn't zoom into this thing. Right. What? Well, I don't know if I need any of this stuff. All these packs of trade goods, what was the point in those things? Can I just trade them to you? They seem to have quite a lot of value. There's a lot of clay, and I'm really shy on bricks, so I could certainly buy all of your clay. Although I don't know if I need that. Probably not. Skewers, huh? Could do with my lizard people not being so incredibly angry. Is that a meter filling up for some of them to want to leave? That sounds about right. Well, too bad for them. Times are bad. Then again, I could buy more fuel for the hearth to burn to make things less hostile. As an idea. And I bet they're going to be a lot happier to enjoy some skewers here. And I can make up the difference with my excessive amount of grain. Alright, we'll do that. Don't know if it's good or not, but it's what we're doing. And on top of that, cut through 2 dangerous or forbidden glades. Yeah, we've practically done that. And the other thing is complete, yeah, sure. Oh, but it's probably only from the time that we picked this. Oh well. Deliver a bunch of wood and a bunch of preparation packs. Complete any dangerous or forbidden glade events. Cut through and discover glades. Yeah, I can give you those because I've practically got those. Which way is it going? Looks like it's going anti-clockwise. This game seems to like anti-clockwise-ness. But there was something here about burn more to... Yeah, I got all this coal to sacrifice, right? Let's make everything nice and hot. Sure, that'll make people happy and want to stay. I need to do something about this unemployed situation. I don't have any tools for you. I don't have any stones to whack you open with. Apparently I have training gear. I don't know where we found that. But we can use it to smash you wide open. get to work my walking bags of meat and leather. Click the checkbox so you don't forget to turn the coal off. Ah, stop after the storm. Very cool. What the hell is this, anyway? There can be nothing more sacred than a flame in the world soaked with rain. For every 300 seconds spent sacrificing goods, hostility will be reduced by 20. The bonus is added retroactively. Sacrificing multiple resources at a time will progress the effects time faster. Where do I see hostility overall, anyway? Is there like a hostility number? Ah, see, there we go, it's titchy. Probably still don't need this thing. I don't think it's so much a burn as a sacrifice, it's probably some kind of magical hearth. Anyway, it also says I need aesthetics. I don't think I'd be building anything aesthetic, so why don't we just give people a load of benches? Can I put them anywhere? How expensive are they? 2, 2, 2, 2, 8, and a whole lot more. Well, I only need 10 of them, right? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, done. They don't do anything outside of the hearth. Well, then I can just move them later on, can't I? Oh, but if that's the case, why don't we build things really close to the workshop so people don't have to move far from them for them? In that case, V to destroy things. If moving is free, but people bringing resources over is expensive, why not build everything next to the resource pile and then move them with our magical mind powers? Checkmate, game. I've got you figured out. Can these be clicked and dragged? No, okay. Those are comfort, not aesthetics. What? Ah, you're right. Thanks for pointing that out before I made a costly and confusing mistake. So gold is harmony. Aesthetics are these. Okay, but they still only cost stuff that I got plenty of. And what do aesthetics even do? The more settlement grows, the more demand there is for beauty. Decorations are used to level up hearths. Incomplete information. Tell me more. Blightroot, rain punk. Oh god. Hubs and hearth levels. Expanding your settlement is very useful to build up hubs in faraway glades so that your villagers don't have to walk all the way back to town centre just to deposit some goods or take a break. Yes, very true. To create a hub, you'll need to build a warehouse and a small hearth. You can have multiple hubs at once. If you can afford to build them and have enough fuel, it's also important to remember each hearth has its own range. Can't be placed to other hearths, they don't overlap. Okay, so it's not too far off building up the energy things in They Are Billions. A mechanic that I hated, by the way, but that was mostly because the scale was so small and they were so incredibly annoying to tile correctly. I don't think building up more hearths will have that kind of problem. Oh dear, I'm not sure we're going to see much more of Against the Storm from Jake. Not so sure about that. I'm not sure one way or the other. There's a lot of things I like about this game, largely mechanically, but there's a lot of things that are really pushing me away from this game. What's this up here? Fresh? Oh, these are the nice and the bad things that can come during the storms and such. You are being dealt with. I really need to deal with these orders. The Queen is getting muckle impatient with me. For one, I can... Global production speed is faster. Sounds good to me. And I can fulfill that order. Alright, we've already seen you though. Go away. Go away. Yeah, there we go. Deliver that order, and that boom gives us a whole chunk here. I just need to do 1, 2, 3 orders and a bit, and we should be good. So, crop packs and the comfort decorations. What's taking so long in the crop packs? I thought I built something for that. Are they being eaten or something? Used for fulfilling orders and trading. Okay, okay, can handle that. Agriculture, packs of crops. Oh, we are making those packs of crops. In fact, that's what I was looking at. In fact, both of these need packs of crops. Where are they going, though? I swear you just made them and they're not in my inventory. Did I ever make that brewery? No, I built a carpentry, but didn't actually have people working it. Bit of a mistake to make. I want those planks. Need a lot of wood and a bunch of packs of provisions. You should put your unemployed people to work, Jake. I'm well aware of that. I'm just trying to think what the best thing to have them do is. For one, I need a whole lot more wood. Didn't I turn off one of my woody places earlier? I am all but certain that I did. I'm still going to move you over so you're closer to this. In fact, we've got this huge pile of wood over here. Why don't I... Where's my woody cutty place? Make a whole bunch of woodcutter camps here. And also put down a wee warehouse. That way they don't have to walk all the way over here. They can just dump the wood over there. All will be well, surely. They're likely in makeshift storage. No, they recently got delivered. 10 out of 15. Goody goody. Hang on. 0 comfort. But I built all these... Oh, right. 1 is comfort. So I do still need the comfort ones. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get to it. Yeah, favoring the lizards might just bring them up to happy to work harder for me level. There we go. What does it do when they're super happy? Oh, golly gosh, can I select them and throw them into places? Well, damn. This is a bit of a game changer. Go and work in that happy little smokehouse I made for you, and I don't know what the rain mill's for, but go and work there too. Same with the tool shop. What are these even doing? Well, nothing, since I don't have the tools for it. That thing was a mistake to build. We don't have pigments for making this either. Do I need packs of building materials for anything? No, I think I built these things and then realized I can't actually put them to any real use. Perhaps I should have looked at the recipes first, but you're happy to make jerky. So you got that going for you. Not sure if I need any pottery though. I'm making all this pottery with no real use for it. It's gobbling up my clay. I want the incense, but hey, if we had insects, we could make incense. And I swear there were insects hiding somewhere around here. Perhaps I'm dead wrong, but I do see more meat over here. Our people do like meat, right? Trapper camp. Get to it. Passive reputation gain. Ah. In that case, I really only need to fulfill 3 of these, and I've already done 2 of them. Bang, and... oh. That ate up my packs of crops. That's fine enough, though. Favoring the beavers? Heavens no. Tavern, on the other hand. Who doesn't love a tavern? Well, someone that doesn't have any booze whatsoever probably doesn't like it so much. Insects can be secondary on stone. What's the percentage of being secondary on stone? Out of my way. I'm trying to look at the stone. 20% insects, 20% roots. Cool. Gifts for the Queen. I must have missed how that one works exactly. Complete at least one event by making a decision. Event. What? What qualifies as an event here exactly? Glade events. Okay, well, let's carve our way towards this glade. Maybe it'll have something of use. Still a lot of unemployment. You're right, I really should be putting them to work. Do you want to buy people? Oh wow, +1 grain production sounds like mighty grain. Although I often find myself short on tools, just give me some of those. Packs of building materials, packs of crops. I'm not sure if I have any use for these packs of building materials, just take them. No incense here, that's a shame. I do have roots, however. Roots can be made into incense. Give me a bunch of those for the hell of it. And I can pay for it with hefty amounts of grain. Looks good enough to me. And with that, surely I can go and make my incense with roots. Yes, yes, there we go. Go and do that, please. And with that, surely some guy can work here. And you can work on my religion somewhat. Agriculture get. And a wee touch more and we've got this. The first level on the easiest setting with this abortion of a colony. And we'll have it. Did you turn on meat for jerky? I certainly hope that I did. No, we've got it on insects. We want meat now that we can have meat. Keeps throwing me that you assign something to be built and then you have to wait and then go back to it to assign the workers. Like these things, I built them ages ago and I forgot about them entirely. Now that's 100% my fault. But it still keeps catching me out. Who's unemployed, by the way? Who isn't unemployed around here? There we go. I built this tool shop. Why? Because I wanted tools, but I didn't realize I needed copper bars, and I don't have copper bars. Alright, what you got for me, Queenie? Oh, I wanted the provisioner for the bags of provisions, but I already got you those, didn't I? Alright, sold that then. I shouldn't need more bags of crops, but I do want those bags of provisions, which you can just fill up with eggs and berries, because we probably have plenty of those. You don't start with ingredient controls. What in the world are ingredient controls? If you look at your generator, you'll see it looks different now. It does. I'm not seeing it, aside from all the unemployed people sitting around it. Stronghold campfire style. You can disable lizard favoring. Doesn't give you... Yeah, you're right. It almost does, though. Maybe if I'd taken lizard housing and given them that, it would have been A-OK. Quite the cooldown on you, which is fine. Well, there was a glade, but no event. There's one over there, if I want more dangerous glades. But I would like to fulfill the need for religion. How hard could it be? Oh, look at that, you're getting your incense. It says 0 out of 14 needs fulfilled. How does that work? There used to be no cooldown on favoring. You could just juggle the favors during the storm. Sounds useful. I feel like cooldowns are always a lazy way out of something. I can say that after having used it plenty of times in EU4. But it really does. Alright, no problem just burning stuff here, right? Can't we just, like, throw on all sorts? Hey, where'd all my coal go? Maybe we used up the coal. Perhaps I shouldn't use coal when we have access to non-coal, but keep that burning going. Keep our people from completely snapping. How does this need for religion even work? Whose need is being fulfilled? Are people taking their break, fulfilling their need, and consuming a bit of, I don't know, produced religion or stored incense? I also wonder if I could get teamsters to do delivery rather than have these workers do it. Expend the arrows on your races. Ah, okay. 8 people are affected by religion needs fulfilled. Ah, but we need to keep it fulfilled for a wee while, I think. Also, more people want to join. Well, I already have plenty of unemployment, so I don't think we need that. Yeah, the way I see it, I wouldn't want these things on to begin with. Just use wood. It's abundant. Just go for mass deforestation. I would mass it up a bit more, but given that we're right next to the end, I'm not very incentivized to build up more. Feels like we just need to wait out a minute. Or get all that wood that I need. We certainly don't need more bags of preparation. Meaning you guys can just stop there. The need for deforestation is dire. Also, wow, that really chewed through my wood, unless something else is chewing through my wood, and if I had to guess, it's wherever I'm making bricks. I can't remember where my brick make... not bricks, planks. Look, I got 77 planks. I think you can call canny on the planks. I guess that's where the limit thing comes in, right? Sacrificing eats it quickly, ah. Wow, 40 wood per minute. Pretty cool. Alright. Done and potentially done right. You get out of here, I got orders to fulfill. Hey! The position has been secured. I'm not sure about that. Finish your first game after the tutorial. Trade goods for 50 amber. Man, all these meta things, it's a bad taste in my mouth is what it does. Okay, oh, but you can continue beyond that. Is there any reason at all to continue your settlement? I don't think I'm going to get any more of this stuff. There is not, thank you. Alright, here you can replay tutorial missions, as if we need to. Then again, there's some different stuff here. Trade, blight route, read more? Every few decades, a cataclysm wipes out the entire world map. The only safe haven is a smoldering... It sucks to live out there, then. It's like Sin coming back in Final Fantasy X. Once the Blightstorm begins, it'll reshape itself. Settlement. Okay, that's just the way to justify the re-cleansing of the roguelite element. Ancient scrolls connected. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Reforge a seal. Grant you additional Citadel resources. Wonder bar. And world events. Full of things waiting to be discovered. I don't doubt it. I guess if you really want to make the eternal settlements, what would happen when you exhaust all the local resources, though? Are there ways to continue to get more? Other than traders, because traders require manual input. Deeds, huh? Oh man, you even have to click on them to claim your reward. That's really disgusting. I am really sympathizing with Pepper saying it looks like a mobile game. Home decoration. Bring the fungi inside. A lamp aesthetic building. Don't know if that does any... Oh, it levels up hearths. Which I still don't really understand what that does. I don't know what a level does either. Clicking rewards makes me feel very good. That's disgusting. Okay, this meta progression is pretty disgusting at the same time, but I can't help but feel if I went in and automatically unlocked everything, the game would be even more overwhelming. And it's already overwhelming. Jinx, there were so many options to look through just on that one very first easy difficulty level. Paralyzed with choice for so much of it. Okay, I don't think this adds anything, but I haven't played enough of the game to make that kind of call. That was deeds, but there's also these upgrades to buy. Click button, Jake. Get the dope. I get like anti-dopamine from doing that. Nauseamine. So all that gave us a bunch of food stockpiles. Our options involve Everlasting Flame, 2% reduction to fuel consumption by the hearth. So that sounds like a pretty good thing to get immediately. Cornerstone Pool, one additional option to choose from when picking Cornerstone at the beginning of each year. Imagining opening up a map and you have 50 buildings to choose from. I can. You know what, that seems quite good. Alright. I've played enough of this to come to a conclusion. And the conclusion might surprise people. Mechanically, this game looks very, very good. Extremely disgusted by all the mobile game garbage that we're largely seeing here. But there's a certain itch that this game is scratching that I have been left festering for far too long, and it needs absolutely stripped off the body. So here's my deal with Against the Storm. I am going to play more of this. I'm probably going to play quite a bit of it off stream, so that I get a good handle of the game, so that the next time I come back and play it on stream, I don't have 50 chemists yelling at me about all these things that I should have had internalized in my first 10 minutes of playing the game. So yeah, I'm not bouncing off this one. I like enough of it to accept the parts of it that utterly disgust me. But I won't be playing any more of it right now, and certainly not on stream. Like I say, I want to have a better grasp of it before I play this on stream. It's one of the more intimidating things to ever stream, you know that? Playing a game blindly is one thing, but playing a game that so many people know extremely well blindly? Oh dearie me, that is some difficult stuff. Not just difficult, but very painful in a lot of ways. I'm sure people are just meaning the best when they offer their several spreadsheets of advice, but there's only so much I can choke down at one go. I like enough of it. Put that on the Steam page. Brilliant idea. For all those people that follow my reviews, you'll soon see that on, and it'll be plagiarized from Pepper. I plagiarized an entire massive review about Oxygen Not Included. I didn't even write it. Fishlips wrote it, and I just said, that's really good, can I take it? And he agreed. What a nice man that Fishlips is. Always streaming horrible games for us to enjoy. Right, anyway, that's it for me and Against the Storm for now. I will be back with this game, don't know when. Feels a little early to call it for the day, though. Why don't we have a bit more roguelite? I feel like I don't want to completely let go of Slay the Spire yet. Why don't we bring that